Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on this gorgeous Yamaha edition 595 Abarth. I believe this is one of 106 in the UK and we're going to get cracking straight away on these rather filthy alloys. We're jumping straight in with incinerate wheel cleaner. I've got this diluted quite strong and then we're going to go and glaze it over with a bit of snow foam just to give it a bit of extra bite. This is a little trick I've learnt recently. Works really well, to be fair. You can see here a little bit of point of view footage of me getting to the back of the barrels, getting into the delicate areas with a soft bristle brush and then giving it a nice strong rinse thereafter, followed by a little bit of fallout remover. And of course we give the arches a quick blast out. Moving on, you can see me just laddering the car down with a little bit of citrus cleaner. It's that time of year again, winter's here and we're all busting the citrus cleaner out even more so now. I've doubled this up with a little bit of snow foam. This is my pre-wash routine on this car, and even though the car is actually quite badly swirled, I am going to go ahead and give it a nice safe wash, getting into all those nooks and crannies of all the soft bristle brushes. But first we're going to give it a nice pre-wash. Here's another little tip for you as well: turn your mirrors out while you're doing your detailing work. This allows you to get in some of the areas you wouldn't otherwise be able to reach, and also it means that the water should run out of them a little bit better when you come to your drying stages, given the angle the mirrors now are at. You can just see me here in POV just doing a little bit of rinse action, just blasting all the dirt off that's obviously had the snow foam and citrus soaking into it. We do this obviously so that we can run the mitt over it afterwards without actually causing any damage to the paint, hence safe wash. Not that a lot of car washes are doing this these days. You can see me here with the chest mount on as well, looking like a bit of a drip, but hey ho, you do what you do for the Instagram and for YouTube and this and that. And yeah, it worked a treat, to be fair. Having it off like Davidoff, flying through these contact wash stages. We've hit the car with a mitt and now we're just going through those delicate areas with the made famous soft bristle brush. Getting down into all the bottom areas of the car, making sure that we make contact with every single little bit of this car. Obviously we're going to do quite a lot of machine work on this today, so it's imperative we get to those nooks and crannies just to not pick anything else up on the machine polishing pad. Blasting all these nooks out with a jet wash as well. It really does help to get that jet wash in there. No matter how fearful you are of doing this, there's no issue doing it. Oh, and here we are jumping into the petrol filler flap, because let's be honest, nobody likes a dirty flap. Moving on now to the decontamination stages on this car. We've been over the car with a fallout remover and the tar and glue remover, and now I'm just giving it a quick whack with a clay bar. I'm not going too mad with this. The paintwork is relatively smooth. I do believe it's had some sort of a detail done to it within the last 6 months when the last owner sold it on to the current owner, who is actually my accountant, fun fact. But yeah, as you can see here, I'm just quickly gliding down the side of this car. 1, 2, maybe even 3 passes, pulling some of the contaminants off with that clay bar, drying the car off after a quick rinse, and she's basically ready for machine work now. Which, you'd look at this and you'd think she looks outstanding, right? Well, not quite. This is it under light, and yeah, you're going to see me doing a couple of bits of machine work shortly. As you can see, she's covered in swirl marks. There's plenty of rotary buffer trails down this side as well from a previous machine polish. We're definitely going to sort that out. Looks like Wolverine's been back at it again. Here you can see me just going at this bonnet. I did originally try and get away with doing a cheeky one stage. I've got the yellow Roots wall pad on there, I believe, which pretty much gave me about 85, maybe 90% correction out of the vehicle. But like I said, this is my accountant's car. I do regularly maintain this car. I've got sort of more opportunity to get this car perfect, so I figured I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit this car with as much machine work as I can during the day and get it to as good as I can. If some of it still needs doing, I'll get to it at a later date. It's really not a problem. My accountant's fairly open and he understands the concept of you can only get so much done in a single day, especially during the UK winter where things start getting condensated around 4 PM in the afternoon. Here I am performing said 2 stage on this rear quarter on the passenger side, and the funny thing is I'd actually gone ahead and done this before my client had actually turned around and said to me that he wanted to change the badges on this car. And yeah, I ended up redoing this wing afterwards because I do actually go ahead and debadge and rebadge the vehicle at the end of the video. So yeah, stay tuned and you'll see a little bit of that shortly. So yeah, just 2 staging this panel, getting rid of all of the heavy defects, all the swirl marks, this and that, which you'll see towards the end of the video anyway. She does come out really, really nice, to be fair. I was very happy with the finish I was able to achieve. Here I'm taking off the polish from the panel so that we can actually see the true finished result. In a sec you'll see me grab the light and just quickly check the panel, and I was completely happy with the results. I would say about 97-98% correction achieved across the vehicle at this point. In a second you're going to see me start the process of removing these silver 595 badges. This job was sprung on me last minute by my customer George. Thanks buddy. I wasn't actually aware that I was going to be doing it today, and as such I didn't bring my heat gun with me. Therefore you can see me here using what I believe to be a Shark hairdryer just to heat up the glue ahead of removing this badge with a bit of fishing wire nice and safely. Now annoyingly my gimbal did actually die shortly, therefore meaning I didn't actually get to catch me removing the residue thereafter, which is a bit of a shame because it's a bit of an intricate job and I did want to show you guys, but hey ho, these things happen. And yeah, you can see obviously I'm going to machine this panel down after I've taken the badge off, get the paintwork underneath flawless, IPA it down, and then I'm going to reattach the other badge, which is black. Let me know guys in the comments below which badge you think is better, the silver or the black. I'd be intrigued to hear your opinions. I definitely prefer the black. There goes the gimbal. Yep, now you can see me precisely, as you can see with these keys, putting the black 595 badges back on. I use the key as a measurement, which obviously is an extremely precise way of doing this job. And yeah, let me know what you think. Do you think these are better than the silver ones? Doing a little bit of tip work here, polishing those tips nicely, as you can see. They weren't too bad to begin with, just doing basically the last little final steps, giving them a little bit of glitz and glam. Previous owners clearly looked after them. Going to give the vehicle an IPA wipe down now. IPA is effectively an alcohol cleaner. What this does is it removes all the polish residues and any grease or anything like that from the vehicle ahead of actually laying down some form of coating. Now I opted not to lay down the final ceramic coating on this car. I've actually opted to go ahead and apply QDX from Infinity Wax, which I'm going to use as a temporary coating until the next time that I attend this vehicle in about 3 to 4 weeks when I come to do maintenance on it. There is a couple of bits that I do want to carry on with the machine work, so I'm not going to go ahead and fully seal this paintwork in. There wouldn't be any point as I'd be removing that coating next time anyway. And you can see here, this is some of the finishing results. Enjoy! Like I said, please do mention in the comments below whether you prefer the silver or black logos. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.